Greetings, I'm Pillar Nexus Ancient Gladiator today with Deckworks. Today we're revisiting Weiss Schwarz. I last did the showdown video. We did that with trial decks. For Deckworks, for this episode, we're actually going to build out of the cards we've collected so far. I've got more cards, but they're like extras. But anyway, if you haven't seen Weiss Schwarz before, it's properties with like anime and some video game characters, I think, as well. Um, I'm primarily collecting Hololive, just because they bring a lot of joy to me. Um, yeah. There's four main colors for cards: yellow for speed, green for power, red for technique, and blue for advantage. It's a general idea. So, actually building a deck, we're going to need 50 cards, limit of 4 copies of any card, and a maximum of 8 climax cards in a single deck. We want to hit that maximum of 8 climax cards because that is the difference. That can be the difference between success and defeat in this game. So, what do I want to do with making a deck? Well, it's Hololive. They're divided up into generations. I could make a deck based on one of the generations. Or I could just like pick 2 colors and make a deck along those lines. I want to try building a Gen 3 deck. And yes, we will include Russia. I know, but let's go back to a time when things weren't so crazy, just for this moment. So, Gen 3, over in yellow we have Flare. So I'm going to take all the cards of Flare and set them aside as potential cards to go into the deck. Yeah, I probably won't be able to use all of them, but it'll just be something to consider. Set aside the events as well as an option to consider. Yeah, the only thing is there's no climax cards featuring anyone from Gen 3. Just Gen 4 and Gen 1. And then green, Russia, of course. Also, let's see. Lots of Toa. Russia. Remember who else? Yeah, but overall, when we get to the process of deck building, one of the things to keep in mind are the levels, because we can't include too many. If we have in too many of the high level cards, they're just going to clog the hand until late game. And if it's late game, it's probably too late to turn it around. So red. Really like how a lot of these foily cards turn out. Pretty nice. I don't know how well this came through on that. Let's see. Yep. My brain's not working today. Marine. Ahoy. There's another thing I like about the game is this. It's not just a single character, it's multiple versions of that character, potentially at different levels. So you can make a deck featuring as many of them as you'd like. So those events. There we go. There we Marine for climax cards. Chanting Gaze. Alright. Okay. And finally, blue. Petra and Noel are in blue. Now this is going to be all 4 colors, which is going to be a gigantic pain in the butt. One of the things to kind of easy requirements for some, like Rushia's higher levels, this card can be played from your hand without filling the color requirements. And as covered in the showdown video, color requirements include your clock and your level. See, this is when I'm kind of tempted to get one more box to have more, to hopefully pull some of the rarer stuff for Noel as well. Also like to see if they've released in English like the more recent ones they've done, including Hololive English. So yeah, there's the promo version of the regular climax card with Bekara and the rest of the generation. So there's our 8. Alternatively, we also have Noel's. We'll set those nearby. And again, we can only use 8 of them, but there's stuff that might combo to keep in mind. So like if we're going to use this version of Pekara level 1, we'll probably want to use these climax cards. However, the level 0 works well as well. So what I might end up doing is let's see. Yeah, I think the blue side of things might be where some of the more powerful stuff might be. So, clear the space a little bit. Yeah, I really like the system for the game. It's kind of a more thematic and more interesting approach. Yeah. Yeah, this is the Marine card that works with this Climax card, but at level 3, it's kind of risky to get to that point in the first place. So what I might end up doing is going 2 Enchanting Gaze, 3 Spending Time with Everyone, and 3 Together with Dantro. We'll set aside the ones I'm not using and get them properly sorted. I have them in numerical order, and this game actually they've got proofreaders for the numerical order because everything has its own number. So I didn't get to. I don't think I brought it up with Cyberpunk, but there are cards that are misnumbered horribly. A lot of cards are numbered 23 when it's like even at the range where they shouldn't be. Okay. Anyway, there's 8 Climax cards. So we need to find 42 cards to go with from there. We also have events to consider, like Bouquet and Together in an Expanding World and Beyond the Stage with You. So the big thing is just having a base of the 0 levels. A decent enough base that that I'll have a good chance of pulling something I can play at the start of the game. So Shy, Visara, Pekara, Stunned, Noel, Crafting Weapons, Marine. Sharonary Flare. And Towards the Future Together. Towards the Future Together, Flare. Okay. So, between all of that, there's 20 at level 0. With the Climax cards, that's going to be 28 so far. Which leaves 22. Maybe we can drop the zeros down to at most 3 of each. Let's think about where the colors are going to get balanced as well. See. So, currently heavy into blue and yellow so far. Okay. I should be paying attention to cards that say like Bond or whatever. Because hers Bond, hashtag null art. I don't have any copies of. So maybe it'd be smarter not to go down that road. Okay. Alright. So 2, 5, 8, 11, 15 so far. 15 and 8 is 23. So another 27. It's got to come from somewhere. I'm going to start looking at level 1s. We have let's see, have Russia, and ignore color requirements. Place on stage, and then put a character from the stage in the waiting room to reveal the top card of the deck and potentially put it in the hand. And then when she attacks, choose one other character. They get increased power based on the number of other characters. At 4,000 power, that's pretty good to get in there. And now I have to start thinking about color requirements with the rest of the group. We've got Flare, battle opponent. Kind of a weird ability. When this card becomes reversed, if the level of this card's battle opponent is higher than your opponent's level, you may put that character into your opponent's stock. You do put the bottom card of your opponent's stock in the waiting room. So basically, if they find a way to get a higher level character out, I think there are some kind of mechanics. Some of the characters are able to do that. But aside from that, at 4,500, it's not too bad of strength. Let's put all 4 in for now. What else? Level 1. Marine's Treasure. Can reverse someone about the same level or lower. But power's kind of low. We'll put in both cards for now. Figure things out from there. I have Pekara, Towards the Future together. We do have the Climax cards for a special. Both in. And, well, no level 1s for Noelle at this point. Kind of weird. Actually kind of surprised. Really? Yeah, apparently not. Maybe it's a more rare card. So we've got 12 level 1s so far in total. We're at 6, 11, 14, 19, 20, 27, and 8 is 35. So another 15 cards to go. Color balance. Blue and yellow are balanced now. Red could use some more cards. Oh, there's an extra one. So, okay. So another 14. So here's what we're looking at. For level 2s, we have Marine, we have Noelle, and we have Pekara. I mean, we're already looking at blue in the first place. I'm going to go a little further in. There's another thing I'm not considering are the events. So there's for the following action twice. It's backup. Choose one of your characters, and that character. Its following ability until end of turn. The character facing this card gets -1 soul. That might be useful in the side attack as well. And this one, Together in Expanding World. You have 2 or more characters that are Hololive. I'll look at the 10 cards from the top of your deck, 1 character from them, and put it on stage, and then shuffle your deck. So that might be something to think about too. And then choose 1 Hololive character to get plus 1500 power until end of turn. From the following action, you may choose 1 card in your hand and put it into your waiting room. If you do, look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck or into your waiting room. You perform that action as many times as you like. Might be something to consider. 12, 14, 20, 28, 36. So, yeah, 14 cards. Definitely throw in some level 2s. More than level 3s, but I'll figure out what level 3s to go with. We'll probably... I'm sorry if you can hear us. Hold on. Anyway, enough of that. So, it's like, what do I have, like, in terms of power? Let's see. During your turn, if all your characters are Hololive, this card gets plus 2,000 power. Okay. Might be one to go with for sure. So one that triggers off of Enchanting Gaze. Always put 2 in there. And then just to make sure. All right. So there's 6. Now for the 8. Where are we on the colors? Basically ignore it. There's 10 level 2s that I could run with. Let's see. We'll go with 2 of each, I think. 2 of each. And then let's actually look at the events again. Between Bouquet and Together in Expanding World. Just straight up look at the top 10 and take someone and just put them right out. You know what? That's what we'll do. Okay. All right. Set those. Set them aside. Okay. So what the hell deck have I built out of this? Potential 12,000 power. Or guaranteed considering every character in is Hololive. Potential to reverse a cheated in character in terms of level. A way to bounce back a character. God. A way to turn this climax into a weapon by dealing 2 damage and having extra power. Level 3 or higher characters in front of this card get plus 2,000 power. Because reversed, can reverse a low level opponent. Also bounce back one of the discarded characters. When she attacks, can give someone else, can give any character plus 1,500 power. So it's potential boost herself. After attacking, can run to the backstage. Potentially. Extra power for each other Hololive character in your backstage. So it's a potential 10,000. There. Now 4 more other characters, you can pay the cost. So you put the 2 cards from the top of your deck in your stock if she's your 5th Hololive character you're putting into play. Assist all your characters in front of this card. Yep. Plus 500 power. So she's useful for the backstage. And then combines with the climax card here. At the beginning of your encore, you can pay the cost. Put top 3 cards from the top of your deck into your waiting room. And then choose one level extra lower character waiting room return to hand. X is equal to the number of characters you put into the waiting room. So I go fishing for more people. Plus 1,000 power for each of your other characters. So there's potential 10,000. Encore by putting a character from hand into waiting room. Instead of spending stock, which is not too bad. Got. If you have 2 or more other characters that are Hololive, plus 1,000. It's a little bit of a bonus. And it combines with this climax. After attacking 2 other characters and no one's facing this one. The character facing this card's reversed. Top 4 cards of your deck. Choose 1 character and reveal it and put it in hand. Starting room. Choose 1 of your characters and that character gets plus 1,000 power. There's a lot of just wordy as hell text boxes in this game. And it's all tiny text as well. It's like, there's got to be a way to simplify this. All the other characters get plus 500 power. Stage command, character in waiting room, and face down underneath this card as a marker. And then during this turn, if put in your waiting room up the stage with a marker, and you have another character, return this card to its previous stage position. And play without filling color requirements. Into waiting room from stage, return this card to hand, and choose up to one character. Put back in stock. So reverse stand two of the characters, and balance 3 level. Opponent's 3 lower. This card on top of. Put the top card of your opponent's clock into their waiting room. You put that character to your opponent's clock. So I'm actually rethinking this. I think instead of that, what I end up doing is okay. Yeah. Choose character. Their opponent gets -1 soul. And do it twice. It's a backup. Which it's going to be more useful, I think. Anyway. Got, again, play without fulfilling color requirements. When your character is from the stage in the waiting room to reveal the top card. Third gen or Hololive character and put in hand. So this will always go off. As long as it's a character. Or, yeah. This card attacks, choose one of your other characters, you get 500 plus per other characters. And alarm. Gain your climax. This card's the top card of your clock. Have 4 or more characters, reveal the top card of your deck. So 1 or higher, put it into their stock. So she has to be in your clock to make it work. Then brainstorm. The usual tear through your top cards for burn your top cards and use climax cards to draw more. Or no, search your deck for Hololive characters. Alright. And the climax cards. Got well, the climax area, all your characters are at plus 1,000 power and 1 soul. If it's pulled from your deck for soul resolution, you may choose a climax card in your waiting room and return it to your hand. That is the same thing for this one. And then hers, plus 1,000 power, plus 1 soul. If pulled from your deck for soul resolution, though. Choose a character in your waiting room and return it to hand. This is nice. Cool. I have a deck made from all the boosters I've opened so far. Now I get to sleeve it. Alright. So there it is. There's constructing a deck out of the boosters. Yeah, going with all 4 colors is nuts, but that's why I'm kind of glad with the Rushio's higher levels, those can ignore color requirements. So, yay. Now to sleeve it and test it against one of the trial decks and see how it does. So, yeah. there's a lot to take into consideration with deck building in this game. Just really just build the deck with what characters you like to start out with, or with whatever color combination sounds like a fun time, and just enjoy checking out the cards and doing whatever sounds like fun. All right, thanks very much for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus. I'll see you next time.